frosted tourmaline. Have you ever heard of such a thing? And it's now $69. Look at that. This is just mouth-watering. All I can think of is that watermelon tourmaline because it has the greens and the pinks, and then to be able to pick up the bracelet and also have a pair of earrings for you. Lowest price ever on this necklace.
You know, here's another one of those things. I don't know they're in it. This is, of course, my first show of the year. We just, and you know, we're honoring the Tucson Gem event, which is this. Okay, the Tucson Gem event in February. My October, which is my anniversary show, and then of course our December show. Those are the three big wow shows. Yeah. Not to take anything away from the other shows. I don't want the other shows to be jealous. Yeah. But this is, and they do some crazy stuff. Okay, this material we got out of Mozambique. Funny enough, we met the miner 3 years ago in Tucson. Cool. Okay, so that's how it all started. We met the person who actually mined it 3 years ago. Put the deal together. If you think about the time it took to put this rough deal together and actually get anything and then actually cut it, this is what they call frosted. We left it more like as natural as we could. We went ahead and faceted it so it gives it the bling. But again, this is one of these things, if I could just tell you, just with the enhancer chain and with the cost of the rough, this is not a cheap rough, by the way, okay? Tourmaline is one of the more expensive. In most cases, usually tourmaline's even more expensive than sapphire, okay? Oh, yeah. And there's certain tourmalines that are more expensive than emeralds or anything that you would consider like a precious gemstone. A lot of it is, you know, you have people that are, especially if they're custom jewelers, that use this material. They're calling it rainbow because it's got all the different colors of the rainbow in the tourmaline, okay, that you've got greens and reds and pinks and blues, and it's got almost there's even some yellow in some of it. You'll have a yellow. And you also have the chance, which Siobhan is doing a wonderful job of showing you, of getting the matching accessories to this. Now, this is one of those things, and I always tell everybody, right, don't break the bank, all right? Have a budget, stick to the budget. Stick to it.
But look, the magnet just grabbed
in this case, with what they're doing here, this is something that, well, it'll go with almost anything if you buy the necklace, but it's always nice, I think, to have matching accessories cut from the same natural rough material. Right. And this comes out of a small deposit in Mozambique in Africa. This is $69.
Which
is crazy.
So it's normally $299.
At $299 was
fantastic.
Okay, at $299 is a great retail value for where you're buying it factory direct. You're buying it directly from the manufacturer. And then directly from the Mine Find show here in HSN.
And it appraised at almost $400. So if you're truly a jewelry fanatic, you're going, whoa, wait a minute, I am in on this. I've been waiting for this to come down in price. I've had my eye on this, whatever. Oh, how did I never see this before? If you're new to HSN or you're just going, you know what, I'm not really into jewelry, but I love that necklace. There's kind of an organic vibe to it because it is in that frosted state. And when you put on rainbow tourmaline, you're gonna get it. You're gonna understand, oh, now I get it. Now I get natural gemstones. Look at the colors.
Okay, this is probably one of the better shots that you can see here. Now, do you notice these beads? Do you know how like they're all not symmetrical? They're freeform, and then they're what we call freeform facets. Okay, look at all that. These are all individually hand done. Think about the time, the effort, the ability that is involved in just cutting one of these. They take the natural nuggets, the natural pieces of the tourmaline, and here again, it's in all different colors, and then they hand facet, hand cut. It's all very primitive on how they cut this. This is, there will not be any two of these that are totally identical. But I just want to bring back to you the value on this. This is another one. When I was sitting in the green room, I'm just going, you got to be kidding me, you know? Do you know how hard I had to work to actually, in the first place, bring it in at the original $299?
I know.
This is not a cheap material. You couldn't even touch the rough. You couldn't even come close. The rough material that's contained in this necklace would cost you, at my cost, just my cost, over double what they're selling this for. Just to buy the rough material, not do any of the labor, not provide any of the findings, not do any of the putting it in a box, you know, the packaging, the shipping, everything you have to do. this is impossible. Now, you have to understand, too, when they appraise these, and I forget what it appraised at, but
almost $400.
probably $400?
Yeah.
That on that appraisal, even when they appraise them, we take the lowest. We get it appraised by 3 different appraisal companies, and so that's even the lowest appraisal. So even their lowest appraisal was right at $400, right? Or just right under $395. Okay,
right.
and to be honest with you, that's a low appraisal. That
totally
I don't know where you could go out in the market. You couldn't go to Tucson Gem Event and buy even the rough material.
No way. You're exactly right.
You couldn't buy the rough material at the Tucson Gem Show, much less buy a finished strand for this price.
With sterling silver.
It's impossible. You would not be able to do it.
With quality assurance here at HSN. As a favor, my producer, Doug, I'm just going to ask if we could go a little bit past the clock so we could just spend a few more minutes gazing at Angela, gazing at this necklace, because I don't want anyone to miss it. If you need a few extra seconds to decide, I would not wait. This is incredible. As a collector of tourmaline over the years, I have never, Jay, seen a strand like this. And when it was at $299, I was like, you know what? That is totally worth it. I know it's a little more expensive than usual, but it's totally worth it because it's that special. Then Jay knew that you weren't going to be able to find other tourmaline that was this frosted, that was this kind of organic feel, so he made the necklace with a friend, the bracelet and the earrings. That's all natural. This celebrates gemstones. This celebrates color. This celebrates Mother Nature and style, because you're going to be able to put this as a layering piece with maybe some pink pearls, maybe with some turquoise. Why not? You're going to be able to play. Do you see that one right there that has a little bit of pink in it? That's from watermelon tourmaline, where the pink and the green go together. That's one of the rarest and most prized tourmalines in the world. And it's right there. All included, $69.90, and you still have 5 flex payments. That's pretty wild, Jay. That is the Wild West right there.
I love this,
for
and
you.
here again, the value of this, and this is all natural. Okay, there's no kind of treatment to this, no heat treatment, no anything. This is Mother Nature at her finest. And again, I just came for the Tucson Gem Show. You couldn't buy the rough material, much less do anything with it.
Yeah, no way.